Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from whichever part of the world you're watching. Welcome to this week's Monday's episode of Market Pulse Daily. As usual, we are going to be reviewing charts for Bitcoin, gold, S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the Russell, and a little bit of the Nikkei as well. So coming into this week, let's first go ahead and look into the economic calendar. I want to find out the types of. We have a Black Friday sale. Wonderful. Ends in 4 days. If you want to have a trading view for 70% off, better get it. I am on the premium plan because of the industry and the business that we're in. Now, that being said, we are going to be looking into the economic calendar. I've filtered this for only important news. So on Wednesday, which is the day after tomorrow, we're on Tuesday in terms of the trading markets. We are Tuesday because markets have already opened up in the Asian session. So Wednesday, so let's see, first of all, Tuesday. Let's see, interesting. This is November 18th. Why is this showing me November 18th? Bro, we are on 25th. Stop showing me all these things. Just take me to where we are. Monday is what day? Today's the 25th. Gee, why are you showing me this shit? Take me to today, first of all. Let's see. Give me a couple of seconds. Let me set this thing up. Okay, so Monday, we have German IFO business climate. This affects the market. Oh, look at that. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we have FOMC. So FOMC is, when the Fed comes together and talks about things in terms of inflation, how good the interest rates are, all of that. Basically, Powell takes the stage for like 2 hours, and the markets go haywire for a couple of hours or minutes. Then we have Australian news, the monthly CPI calendar. Again on Wednesday, 8:30 we have core price. This would be good for whoever trades, the Dow Jones price index, durable goods. So a lot of Dow Jones news affecting basically would also come in. Thursday we have Germany. Friday we have some consumer reports from Japan. What affects our market would be probably this GDP of Canada. That's it. So basically, the main thing that we're going to be focusing on tomorrow would be FOMC at 2 o'clock. That being said, Bitcoin hit 100,000. The high that we hit was 145, 100,000 and 100,145. That's in in USD. In Canadian, basically, we breached the 100,000 mark a long time ago. Bitcoin after that, hitting 100,000, people took some profits, and we're currently sitting at 93. We haven't gone till the 90s. Quickly, I want to show you the market is about to open for some of the Asian sessions. Some of the markets, you're gonna see some order flow coming in the next couple of seconds. I have an order already. I am currently in a trade. In a gold trade. I already have longs, just long two contracts down here. We're up $196 on this trade, 186. It's just going to fluctuate. I have my stops way down there. However, I will be in real time managing this position as well. Now, if we go back onto the daily, you could see that last week, we had this trend upwards, and then today, I'm suspecting this was some news that caused this huge dump, but yeah, took some liquidity off of here and bounced. So I took that opportunity, and I placed my entry over here. As you can see, this was my entry, and now we're just. It says that I have some news here. Look at that. The gold lowers as safe haven appeal soars. Market talk. Nobody listens to these guys. First of all, who gives a shit? You listen to what is on the chart, right? You listen to what the market is showing you, what the market is telling you. Now, this drop is a 1 day drop. Gold declined for an entire trading session, right? That's not good. In the way I trade and the way I see things, that's not good for gold because that implies volatility, that implies instability, right? That being said, on the bright side, you can see gold was steady throughout the entire week last week, and then today you just had a huge dump, wiping out so much, right? So it's like they took the stairs up, took the elevator down. So that's quite the thing to think about. Um, that being said, we're still waiting to see what happens once we hit, the market pre-market opens, right? Somewhere around here. What am I looking in for gold? So I'm always bullish on gold. I know there are a lot of people who try to time the market based off of, I will take a short, right? I will definitely take a short if I see this level not holding, right? If I see this level not holding, coming into this, I have clear support over here. I'm willing to go short because of the way this candle has formed. It looks like, that was a lot of pressure to the market, right? It wiped out 4 trading days in one candle. That's not good. 4 trading days in one candle, that implies volatility, that implies instability. For an instrument like gold, I, as a trader, do not like to be seeing these types of days. One day, such a huge sell off in gold. Now, if we go to the dollar index, right, which is the DXY, my charts take some time to load. Do we see that on the dollar index? Do you see maybe a heavy rise in price? I don't see that, right? All I see is today there was a gap up. So the dollar collapsed as well, and so did gold. Normally these things are correlated, but now in this case it was inversely correlated. So there is a shift. There is a shift happening. I don't know if that's the case or not, but regardless, we trade what we see, we trade what we know, right? So on the dollar index, the next level that I'll be looking for is up here. Based off of the charts right now, gold should fall, right? Dollar high, gold value low, right? But that's not the case. We saw a huge decline in gold, right? We saw that. That was because of the reason as to why the dollar index is sitting up so high. Will we see a second leg towards the south side? We could, right? I'm never very stringent or never focused on one side punching longs all the time. No. If I see that we are breaching certain levels, I would certainly go short on gold. It's not something that I'm very keen of doing. And you can see there were no buyers here, right? The only buyers that came in were today. So that could sell off as well. So speaking from that point, 26167 is our an area where we could say, good, we have that area. So 261. I'm just gonna throw in an order over there. Sorry, not an order. It was 2617. I think. I'm not sure exactly. I forgot already. Traders, right? 2616.7. 7. That's where we will have one of those kept. Okay, very good. I'm gonna put an alert over there. There we go. Wonderful. Now let's look for liquidity zones where price could retrace to and catch sells. Could be anywhere, right? It could be up here. It could be anywhere. It doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. I have my longs, I have my stops, and I'm just gonna let this ride out. Don't care. But we have certain levels that we've marked out. We know that gold is really sitting really, really short, right? The technicals are pointing down. The technicals are telling us that gold is short. We have news reports coming out that gold is short. We could go short, right? But again, that's what I keep saying. It depends on what the chart shows me. So as of now, based off of this huge dump that we had on one day, I'm just waiting, right? For me, getting gold at that price is a good price. We go long. It's that simple. We are now going to be waiting to see what the market does and how it does it. Simple as that. That being said, let's go and look at what Bitcoin did. There was a lot of news also on Bitcoin. Crypto is being accepted as payments in many places. All that talk. So it 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 it's something that is sitting at 95,000, right? What could it go up to? 100,000, 120,000. It could go up to 130,000, 150,000 by by next year, or who knows, 200,000 in the next 10 years, right? This could be We could be seeing early prices for something that could govern I don't know. But that being said, um, I am interested to see what happens on crypto. Where would I be going long, or where can I risk, right? I can see that we have a clear definition over here. We have clear definition over here. Um, you could risk, right? Like it all depends on where you want to risk. Now, the entire day, this is the high and this is the low. We're sitting in the middle, right? A good buy would have been here, taking it up. Now, where else do you see? Like I can see some levels here, right? I can see a lot of wicks here. We'll throw in an alert over there and we'll move on, because I don't think that there is much of a play. Let's see what's happening to our position here. I think oh, look at that. So 3,000. Uh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So that being said, we are still looking for exactly what gold would do when it hits a certain level, right? But at the same time, if it keeps hovering like this, then it's not solid. It's not solid. That being said, it is what it is. We're still playing the long game for gold, trying to see what the market wants to give us, or how the market wants to give us whatever it wants to give us. That being said, I can still see that there is buying coming in. Is it as much buying as you would want? Maybe not. Yeah, well, you can see decent size coming through, right? The 809, 1K, but not much movement either. So you could say that we're hovering. We're hovering. By the way, I just passed this combine, right? This is graduation. $3,000 is what you do for graduation. So it's still hovering. I don't care. I'm not caring much about it. This could go down. I have my stops mentally where I will be placing them. So we're gonna just let this ride out. That being said, let's go ahead and look into uh, other stocks as well, right? So we have the MNQ. I haven't looked into this over the weekend. I wasn't able to complete my way of analysis during the weekend, but you can see this was what we were dealing with the entire week last week, right? Like I had certain longs in here, but it was just a bunch of chop, a lot of chop going into the weekend. I mean, like coming into this week, we're trying to pull longs, pull longs, pull longs, and it just kept happening like that. So that being said, we are trying to analyze what happens on this particular trade right here, right? Mm, what am I looking for? So if we look into the weekly, what do we see? So we see that, okay, fine. Uh, you know what? Just to keep things very simple, keep it super simple. Fair enough. If we go above this, we will punch. Otherwise, no. If we come all the way to here, I like it again. Anything in the middle is a no-go for zone for me. So that being said, 3,039 pretty good, right? So we are going to be closing this trade and calling it for that account because we just graduated it. There we go. That's it. We're done. Today's profit's 448, right? That's just how you play the game. Now the next one, the MES. Let's see if there are any setups. It's going to be the same thing, right? Because these things move very, very similarly. So we have tags over there. I see that there's buying all the way here, but we can't have a solid definition of it. So it is what it is. Again, coming into this, we can see this has just been trending up. We have some news for this, in the coming days. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what the Dow does, depending on where you want to risk. You could go, place your trades at the breakout of that setup. Because when the market is breaking out, the best thing to do is take breakouts. If the market is in a range, the best thing to do is to play the range, right? It's that simple. So you have to define first of all what the market is trying to do, and then do accordingly. That being said, I think our analysis is done. It was a good trade on gold. It was a good week on. You can see that this is going to continue, right? But I didn't want to hold anything because what? There's no point. You've once you're done, you're done. So that being said, thank you all for tuning in. Looking forward to tomorrow's FOMC minutes. We'll see what's happening. Thank you and have a nice day.